if you're looking for something fun to do this summer, we definitely have you covered. There's a ton of great activities, camps, and classes going on over at City Arts, Cowtown, Century 2, and the Indian Center. We're going to tell you all about it today, so we brought in the Arts and Cultural Services Marketing Director, Angela Cato. Angela, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, let's start off with Indian Center. I know you guys have a new exhibit that recently opened.
Absolutely. It's called Indians in Aviation, and it's a signature event now for the Indian Center because it tells the untold stories of the American Indians who came to Wichita during World War II years to build airplanes.
And so when people show up, what can they expect?
They can expect something great when they walk in there. There's a 90-minute film that was commissioned by the Indian Center for this exhibit, and on there is a 15-minute loop that's in the museum that people can kind of get a little taste for the documentary, made by local filmmakers. And if they like what they see, they can take a piece of it home with them because it's going to be on sale in the gift shop, and pre-orders are taking place now.
And I heard that as part of this exhibit, they're going to have days where they have certain activities and events.
Absolutely. On June 28th, there's actually a flight day planned, and activities are still in the making, but people can come out there, enjoy a presentation of the full-length film, go into the museum, see the exhibit. It also includes great pictures and photographs from the era that have been loaned to the museum, one of which shows two American Indian community members shaking the hand of then General Dwight D. Eisenhower in front of a plane they helped to build.
That would be amazing to see.
It is. There's a lot of artifacts. Kansas Aviation Museum also donated a model airplane as part of this exhibit, a lot of collaboration and history represented in these stories.
And so how much does it cost to go see all of this?
Regular admission to the Indian Center Museum is $7, and then it goes down there for children's and senior citizens and elders. However, on flight day, everything is going to be half off.
Can't beat that. And then I know you guys also have some classes that you guys are offering.
Absolutely. Every month at the Indian Center, it's really important for people to realize that there are arts and crafts classes going on. And these classes are taught by American Indian artists in the community using techniques that have been handed down generations. So in June, some of the classes they can learn to do their own dream catchers. They're going to be doing finger woven belts, some clay pottery. And so these are just really you almost call them ancient techniques that they would go through and see, have a piece of American Indian history with you when you go home that day. And the classes vary in prices. A lot of the times they're $10 for members, $20 for non-members. Really affordable and a great way to get engaged with the Indian Center.
Yeah, you get to start working on your Christmas presents now. Make some really cool gifts.
Absolutely. These are gifts that are one of a kind. And when you go, they're not just a belt or an earring. These are things that have stories behind them as well. And people are welcome to call the Indian Center at 350-3340 to get more information.
And is it for adults and children?
Yes, okay. Children, I believe under 12, they have to be accompanied by an adult. But these are very family-friendly classes. And the Indian Center really welcomes all segments of the community to come in for them. It's not just for certain people who may be interested in the arts. It's for everybody to come and get a taste of the culture.
Speaking of that, I know a lot of people are looking forward to the next American Indian Festival coming up.
Yes, and please put it on your calendars, July 12th and 13th at Century 2 Expo Hall. It's not the centerpiece, but when you talk to people about the Indian tacos, it always gets a smile on their face. So the Indian tacos will be there, and it's just a great event. It's the largest event of the year for the Indian Center, and they are so proud of what it's grown into.
It's very impressive.
Yes, very happy.
All right, should we move on now to Cowtown?
Yes, Cowtown. This is kind of late breaking news, but Cowtown was just honored again for the second year in a row with an award of excellence from TripAdvisor. And TripAdvisor, as you may know, is the largest traveling website in the world. And it honors excellence with traveler reviews, experiences, and ratings. And Cowtown just continues to grow.
And you guys have some events and things coming up this summer
Absolutely. Too? Cowtown is always a place where you can go Tuesday through Sunday and have a great time all summer long. So you're thinking of a great place to go out with the family and it's great outdoors, come to Cowtown. There are daily gunfights. There also, you can do some carriage rides, have a sarsaparilla in the saloon. It's always just a great experience any time or day of the year, even during outside of special events.
Yep, if there's parents looking for something to do with their kids, head out to Cowtown this summer.
Absolutely, and the next big event is August 30th with Age of the Gunfighter.
Tell me more about that.
Age of the Gunfighter really brings out the best of the gunfighting teams from the region, so you can come and see shootouts we always joke that you'll see more shootouts in one day there than there were ever in the Old West in one day, because it's constantly teams going at each other. And kids love it. It's noisy, and maybe that's why the kids love it. And there's reenactors going around being historical characters made up, President Grant and all those people. And so it is a unique experience, and it's in August, so you're getting closer to our fall event, and so it's a great time to be outdoors at Cowtown.
And so what's Cowtown's website if anybody wants more info?
Oldcowtown.org. And they can also follow us on our Facebook page. Great way to stay engaged.
Absolutely. And then I know City Arts, you guys are getting busy with your next round of classes.
The summer session starts June 2nd, and there's full of excitement around City Arts. From that time forward, new camps start weekly. There's new classes that start at mid-session for people who want to get engaged with classes in July. And there's just really so much going on. It's a hub of creative activity in Wichita.
So if somebody's watching this and they're thinking, okay, it's the second weekend in June, can I still get my child into a camp? Is there still that potential?
Absolutely. There's 9 weeks of straight camps that start June 2nd, and each camp has separate registration. So you can pick a camp later on through the schedule if that's the time you want your child to be in that activity. So even though things have started in June, there's plenty points throughout the session where you can get engaged.
Mm-hmm. And what are the different types of camps that you offer?
The camps have a variety of different topics. The first one's coppersmithing, and then it goes through. There's even one where theater, and they make a film and it's shown on the Warren Theater screens.
How fun would that be?
It's great. They have their own little red carpet premiere. What sets these art core camps above the rest is that you do have a specific focus on an art, but yet they do dabble in lots of artistic mediums. So you're getting a full core knowledge of art, hence the word art core. And also many of them, to add this added aspect of fun for the kids, have a trip on a trolley, River City trolley, to a location each week. So one week they might go to Tanganyika and they're looking about, figure drawing. Another week they're going to Cowtown to learn about painting and engaging in Old West activities. They're going to the Warren Theater at one for the theater camp workshop. And they're also learning about leather, and they're going to a couple of leather shops here in town. So not only are they being taught in the city art setting about the art, they're going to go out in real life and have some fun putting it into action.
Yeah, no excuse to be bored this summer.
None whatsoever.
And then I know, isn't Indian Center also offering some camps?
Yes, actually all 3 facilities, Indian Center, Cowtown, and City Arts, have an array of activities for kids this summer. At Cowtown, they're Thursday time travelers, so you can go and have specifically some time kids can act as if they were 1870s kids. And those events are the 2nd and 4th Thursday in June, July, and August. And then the Indian Center, anytime Tuesday through Saturday, you can come in, mention summer camps. You'll get a special packet of activities for your kid, and you can go through and enjoy all the many displays are on exhibit.
So what's the best way for parents then to get info about all the camps?
I think the best way if you want to get your kids engaged, whether it's Cowtown, Indian Center, or City Arts, is to contact those facilities directly. And on wichita.gov, if you click on the Arts and Culture tab, there are links directly to all the facilities' websites. And it's a really easy way just to get engaged. So you have the history and the culture and the art. Again, like you said before, there's no reason for kids not to get out and have some fun. And they're learning. They may not know that they're learning, so we're tricking them a little bit while they're doing it. But they're also making some new friends, and it's a summer that parents want their kids to have.
Mm-hmm. Lots of great experiences.
Absolutely. And Century 2 also has some summer things coming up.
Can't forget about Century 2.
We have the biggest news there would be that the Music Theater for Wichita is starting up its season again. There's a lot of activity and noise at Century 2 now in the basement as the set makers are starting to do the sets.
Hard to do some work.
It is. It is fun. There's a lot of activity at Century 2 around the summertime with things coming and going with set makers and all the people that make these shows possible. It's said that the road to Broadway starts in Wichita because there's so much of a reputation for Music Theater of Wichita. We're very proud to be home to them and their shows.
I bet you get some cool behind-the-scenes looks at things.
Absolutely. You get to see everything that the props start to take shape week after week. They're set up, they're getting a little bigger, they're getting painted more, and then you hear the rehearsals. It's just really, theater is a really fun thing, and Wichita's very lucky to have these kind of offerings in town.
Yep, we are. So if people want more info about that, should they go to Century 2's website, or what do you recommend?
I think if you want the information, go to Century 2's website, and then also Music Theater of Wichita's website, mtwichita.org, I believe. And to go there and find out some information, you can buy tickets online. But we can also, if you call the Wichita text box office, we'll be happy to direct you to where you need to go.
We've covered a lot today. Anything else you want to mention before we wrap up?
There is just a lot going on in Wichita with arts and culture, and these are only a sampling. We have many partner organizations throughout the community who do so much too to keep this environment lively. And if you go to the Arts Council website at wichitaarts.com, you can kind of get more of a broader picture of other things that are going on too.
I'll do it. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching this edition of the Arts and Cultural Spotlight.